Hi guys, welcome back. Oh no, what is it? What do I say? I don't even know anymore. I'm going to do the last hour of this before I lose the will to live. Get it out of the way and done. So we're on to part 5. Hold on to your hats, people. Shall we jump in?
Because that's all that we have. That's all that we have. Otherwise, we might as well just be I don't know. We might as well have royalty and have a, what's it called?
Prime Minister.
I can't think of the word. Oh, because now I'm going to be called stupid. I just can't think of the word. What the position that Winston Churchill was that in England. I'm just having a brain fire. I'm Joan. I'm having a stroke. Yes, a prime minister. I mean, this is so. Just seriously, when the whole thing with Al Gore happened, and I was not a Democrat that particular election.
I'm sorry, aren't you? Don't you pick a side and that's your side for always over there? Because I would never be Tory. Liberals tried to come in and do something and they fucked it all up, so nobody votes for them. So it's basically Labour or Tory, and I would never vote Tory as long as my arsehole looks to the ground. That would never happen. But she can flip-flop and change and vote for one and then the other. How does that work?
I wanted a recount. I wanted it to be fair. And I felt bad for him. You run really hard. It takes a lot on either side. It's not a conspiracy theory. I don't believe in conspiracy theories. There was fraud. The Democrats pushed.
When is a conspiracy theory not a conspiracy theory? When it's the truth. But it's a truth that nobody wants to hear.
For mail-in voting under the disguise of COVID.
We do mail-in voting all the time.
So that's all there is to it. If it hadn't been for COVID, I probably wouldn't have voted for Trump. But now that I am...
What's COVID got to do with voting for Trump? I'm lost. Was he going to get rid of it for you?
On that side, and I see what that side is all about, and I've been called a racist by people on the other side and chastised for my opinion. It's pushing me way onto the other side. I don't want to be a part of that side, even if it means giving up some of our rights. They don't matter as much to me anymore. Just I don't have a kid in school, so I don't care about having good school systems is not directly affecting me.
Yeah, see, it's all down to what affects you. You don't think of the bigger picture. That's what I think about Obama. This is Irma, by the way. His black part was more dominant. If he was very, very light, he couldn't really get away with running as full black. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, but we're not racists, are we? Somebody on here says Obama was a smooth talker. Wasn't he, though? He could talk you into doing anything. By the time it was coming up for election, I was like, yes, we can. I wasn't even over there. It was like, yo, go Obama. What I hands down loved, was his last speech when he was leaving and he did the mic drop, and it was like, yeah, nobody in the UK would be cool enough to do that. Do you know what I mean? Who did we have at the time? Fucking Boris fucking Johnson. Can you imagine Boris doing a fucking mic drop? Yeah, no, I thought Obama was very cool.
I actually don't even really know what Biden is for, because once COVID became the political deciding factor, I went with what is best for everybody, and that is...
You just said you didn't care about everybody else. You don't care about good schools. I haven't got children. Yeah, but you'll have grandchildren one day, and if they fuck it up now, what will your grandchildren do? That's it, consequences. We don't think further than today, do we, Lardy? Everything's today, and tomorrow may never come, so we don't think about it. I'll spend every penny I have today, and what happens tomorrow, we'll see.
To open up the country and get back to normal. That's what I feel is best. If he's racist, I don't care. If he cheats on his wife, Bill Clinton, squirts cum on a dress, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care.
Gross. You're gross. I like Bill Clinton because he played the saxophone.
I do not think that we should have a woman vice president. I don't think our country is ready for that type of progressive...
Really? You don't think you should have a woman vice president? What in the ever-loving fuck is she going on about now?
I don't think, I just don't think there should be a woman president or vice president. Sorry.
Well, you're a fucking idiot.
I don't think that's like the fact that is she black? I don't even know what she is. Let's call her black, because now I'm a racist. I can pretty much say anything.
There's nothing wrong with calling a person black if they're black. It's pulling a face and being an absolute twat about the Mexican at the voting church that you need to worry about.
I don't like her just because she's female and black. Like, that's not, I voted. Thank you, Melanie. That's so sweet. Okay, so she's a woman of color. Wow. Okay, so yeah, we got a woman of color, a woman and a woman of color. Ooh, we got two. Now all she needed to be was Jewish and trans and single. We could have done a lot.
Why Jewish? Why not Muslim? Why not Catholic? Why not Buddhist? What's being Jewish got to do with anything?
So yeah.
God, I hate you tonight.
I mean, I voted for Obama not because he was black.
Who did Obama run against? Can't even remember now. Oh. See, 12 years in one room, it addles your brain.
And then I don't understand something, and this is also racist, but if you're half black and half white, like mixed, because half and half, like the bottom half is black, the top half is white, meaning one of your parents is white and the other is black.
We understand what mixed race is, you fuckwit. Talking like that makes you sound like a racist. Which you are.
Black. So you're half of each. Why then are you black?
Because you're not 100% white.
Like, why isn't he white? Or half, or mixed. Why couldn't we say we have a mixed president? Why is he black? I think it's because most black people, okay, I think we have to go back to slavery, right? So that the white man raped black women. So not by choice, a lot of black people are mixed. I don't know. Because the black gene is dominant. I liked Obama.
What's up there, Gooch? She liked Obama here, but I remember her slagging Obama off. Like I said, with all the narcs, it's whatever they think at that moment in time, whatever suits that conversation. And then if you say to them, but you said, no, I didn't. But, yeah, you said, no, I didn't. No, you're wrong, I didn't. And you can't fucking argue with them.
And Helen is an angry black woman.
No, she is not. Leave her alone.
I hope the little trolls go and tell her that. She's one of those angry black women, and I don't like angry black women. Does that make me racist? Okay, then I'm racist. I give up. I'm racist.
You are.
I love it. I feel free. Now I can use the N-word.
No, you can't. And I've seen Helen in all sorts of situations, and she's not an angry black woman. You're an angry Jewish woman. Do you like me calling you that?
Should I say the N-word?
Don't you dare.
Wow. I'm not going to. I was making a point.
You're not going to because you know you'd lose your channel. That's the only reason you haven't.
I'm not going to. I don't call people names except for Joan. I don't think that way.
Yes, you do.
And I would be doing it for shock value. Just because I can. But see, you know what, Irma? Like, okay, so on Saturday Night Live and Future, Maya Rudolph had mixed parents, like white and black, right? But she identified as black. Now, I have a cousin that has a white mother and a black father, and he grew up in a white household. So I don't think, I don't think he thought of himself. I think she tried to tell him about his other side, but I don't think she. Okay, Darcy. Historic principle called the one drop rule. Okay, I get that. I totally get that.
Do you, though?
Anyways, I liked Obama. as a person. He ran a great campaign. Oh my God, I'm talking about politics. Not really.
Yeah.
But
really.
Apparently, Biden won this election even more, with more votes than Obama. And Obama ran a perfect campaign. And didn't he win a landslide? I don't remember. I voted for him. I was so worried McCain would get in with Sarah Palin. Oh my God. What? Only because they cheated? Are you saying they cheated then? When Obama ran? I'm not buying that. Oh, right, because there's a lag. Well, it was corrupt. It was a corrupt election, that's all.
All of politics
that needs to be
corrupt.
Fixed. The same way they recounted for Al Gore. I think it should be a criminal offense to call somebody racist with no basis for
Oops.
just because politically they voted for somebody.
You're never going to let this go, are you?
God, how did Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria make it work? I mean, they didn't really. I really just can't believe that she has the nerve to call me racist. It's so awful to be called that. It makes me want to do things or say things that are racist because when I didn't, I got called it anyways.
But you
So
are.
I might as well.
Rewind to the Mexican man.
I don't call black people the N-word.
You don't have to call black people the N-word to be racist. Which bit of that don't you fucking understand? Oh, but she's so clever, people. Pressing the wrong buttons. Thought this would make a cool thumbnail. I'm not racist. No. Of course you're not. Oh, hang on, let me check something else while I'm there. Okay.
And I don't agree. I think it's different.
What is? Oh no, I missed what Sammy said.
Because black people who own their blackness can call each other the N-word. It's a term. It's a slur. It's something that so it's still allowed in some, but to say someone is racist with no backup of real racism.
All we have to do is watch your fucking videos. So you think the only way you could be racist is to use the N-word? My friend tried to explain it all to me and I didn't understand it, but the basic rule is that they've reclaimed it and they're using it themselves. Same as queer. Gay people can call themselves queer, but you can't. Black people can call all their mates the N-word, but you can't. Oh, but Lisa D1 can dance around to it though, can't she? Ends and pussies in a Tesla. She needs to sack her steamer. She's putting her choice of music on Lisa's outfits of the day on Instagram. And Lisa isn't bothering to check at all. she's going to get herself in trouble one of these days.
Is abhorrent. So I can already tell, like, you're somebody I don't want on here. You're about to get yourself blocked. I don't know who the fuck you are. You're taking your little nuts back to the hive.
You don't take nuts to a hive, you fuckwit.
It's different. If someone calls me a kike, that's even different. People don't use that word anymore. But if someone calls me a kike, I don't think that is, or draws a swastika in a desk where Burke went to school. That's anti-Semitic, but I don't think it's criminal. But to call somebody racist who isn't, yes, I think that's a criminal thing to say to somebody. I think that is, she said to me one of the worst things. So now I say the gloves are off.
Wow. See, the thing is, laddie, if somebody called me racist, there would be no proof, because I'm not. People could watch things from when I was a child all the way up till now, and they would never find me being racist. But you forget you've got your whole life on video. And we hear what you say, and we see how you react, and we know who you are. It's like when people say they're not sorry, they're just sorry they got caught. That's why you're pissed off. Because she caught you out and she called you for what you were. And there's nothing you can do about it because the proof is everywhere. Gloves are off.
I have no idea who you are. Did you buy a bag charm? You have no picture and you have no first name. And do you know how many emails I get about bag charms? Let's see. I'm the same.
I've got no picture and no first name. At the end of my name's my first name, but you know what I mean? Why does everybody have to have their name? Only narcs want their name. SNL with Laurie Beth. Gotta have it on a fucking chain round your neck. Gotta have it on a tattoo on your arm. Narky narc, narc, narc.
About emails about bag charms. I haven't made bag charms in so long. You think I remember who you are?
Wow. What if they'd bought 2 or 3 of them? What if they'd given to your GoFundMe? And you're that downright fucking rude. Yeah, all these fuckwits, Tay-Tay, Irma, Megan Ryan, fucking Lindsay Jones. Oh, Laurie, you're so wonderful.
I can tell I don't like you already.
Don't like you either.
So say your name. Who are you?
Their name's there. If you don't like it, that's your fault. Nasty, horrible witch.
If somebody calls me a racist, I can say anything I want.
No, you can't. Doesn't work like
Back
that.
to them, no matter what it is. I can wish for their children to die and their dog and their husband and themselves and their mother. I can say the N-word to them. I can say whatever I want. Once they've said that to me and said anti-Semitic things to me, oh yeah, I can say whatever I want.
What anti-Semitic things did they say to you?
You won't say who you are. You're not going to just bow out. I'm going to kick you out. Bye. I love it. I'm just going to bow out because I'm not going to tell you who I am. I'm the one that talked to you 7 years ago. I asked you how your knee was. Oh my God. You know what the problem is? They all think, all the little hags there, think that they are significant to me in some way. And I can't even remember their names, half of them, except for Joan. Joan, what's wrong? Why is your face shake like that? Did they cut a nerve when you got your facelift?
You're vile. You really are vile. You want to watch doing that because you might wake up one day with a tremor that you can't stop. But of course she won't, will she? Fucking Teflon Tessie.
Don't watch my live from last night. I'm really, really, really mean. Sammy Jones, that picture looks a little familiar. That's bad karma. Well, okay. Then I have bad karma. So anyone else can come on to my social media, say whatever the fuck they want.
You've gone live. You've opened up your channel.
So, okay, Irma, you don't have to delete. Maybe it just, do you hit hide user? And then it deletes their message and hidden. Thank you. So anyone can come onto my Instagram, my YouTube channel, and say anything they want. But I can't say anything back. Then I'm mean. Hang on here. I'm just gonna text James for a second. Message. Hey, I'm still on, but I wanted you to have my number. This is interesting, Megan. It's like, I don't feel like I'm going to have bad karma. I feel like I'm just saying what I feel on my channel about, I'm not even using most people's last names. Joan Lombardino, is that her name?
You are now,
though, I think that's her name. Oh, there, I said it. I just said her last name. Okay, but yes, I knew what you meant. I know Sammy Jones, who's been watching me. If I said I don't know who you are, I've watched you for years. Oh, okay, got it. So, anyways, if you go there to a point where you say whatever the fuck you want, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want. And I'm going to make it even more provocative just for the sheer shock value. And I might even pick my nose as I'm saying it.
Warrior, I think your heart is golden. Leanne Martinez, you need your head read.
Oh, Cheryl got off. I want to see if they're talking about me slamming Joan.
Go and look.
Joan, she's just talking about you the whole time. I just think I have a really good imitation of her because somehow my jaw and my extra. I mean, God forbid that happens to me, but then I probably, I mean, she's one of the people that made fun of my limp. This doesn't come out of nowhere, guys. I want to be known as the realest, angriest YouTuber. I'm the realest, angriest YouTuber. I have to warn my friend. Like, so mean. You have no idea.
GB is reporting you for your hate and racism. Sad ladies. Really. They're sad because they reported her for saying something that she shouldn't. She did worse than insult you. Irma, you need your head read. All these people, what is wrong with them? Do they have a brain on timeshare and it's not their day to day?
Don't want you to see that.
Right, if you really don't want somebody to see what you were saying, then maybe you shouldn't have fucking said it, huh?
All right, guys.
Twat.
Helen, very she's not descriptive. There's nothing descriptive about her. She's average in everything. I wouldn't be able to pick her out in a crowd. You can go look the Helen show. And if she used my name, maybe like a librarian. If she used my name in her video, she'll get a ton of views. I love seeing that. Like, wow, you get 56 views and then you mention me and then all of them will flock. They're so predictive. They're so sheepish. They all will flock over there. And
sheeps don't flock.
The whole discussion will be about me. What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
That lots of people agree that you're vile.
And then if she makes another video, people will still try and bring it up. They did with Shawnee, like, so are you still friends with Lori? Like, constantly wanting the gossip.
How did you know? How did you know? Oh, hang on. Let me guess. A friend told you. Yeah.
Yeah, she has a channel. I told you there's a few that have channels that are also on the gossip site. I'm glad that she's not in my life or as a friend or whatever you want to call it. She didn't consider me a friend, but she did call several times. She called me. My number used to be on my website and for Sensi, so she got my number and trying to help me with some medical issues. So I then considered her a friend. But I'm glad she's not because I'm racist, so I can't like her because she's black. So that's the first reason. Bye, Ellie Mae. I hope a lot of you just realize that I'm saying very, very provocative things just to rile them up.
You don't even know if they're watching you.
Irma knows I was debating whether I should get on or not because because I'm upset about my friend.
Yeah.
I'm upset about being called a racist and having her treat me that way. And I wasn't in a great mood to do this, you know. I wanted it to be when I made the thing. I wanted it to be like fun and not talking about politics or anything negative, because my goal was to just be like, because I know a lot of people are upset about today and upset about the whole thing, and this week has been stressful for everybody, right? So I just wanted to add a little lightness to it, but I knew it wasn't going to turn out that way. So that's why I said I'm not going to do it. And then I came on and you all were waiting, like all my favorites.
All the people that give
Hi, Leanne. Thank you. So all my favorites were waiting, and I saw somebody say, oh, she said she's not going to do it. So I just went and did it. And it is what it is. Like, I'm not.
You're not what?
I know, Irma, you're right. Like, it really did hurt me to be called that. So is it bad to let somebody see that they hurt you? I don't know.
Here we go. Sympathy seeking again.
It just makes me sad. I never did anything. I was so nice to her. I just hate people like that.
Tell the truth.
Like, she has this really messy house. Like, chaotically messy.
And that's any of your business because?
And I always tried to make her feel like I'd say, it looks like the funnest house ever. Even though I honestly found it.
Is she saying that Helen had the messiest house? Because I don't ever remember seeing Helen's house messy. Ever. So, what exactly are you saying, Lardy?
Filled with anxiety. Like, it made me uncomfortable because she didn't misunderstand me. She is very, very clear. Okay, we're going to go through what she wrote me. Do you remember? I didn't write her. Okay, so back May.
Why does she keep absolutely everything? Is it just so she can twist it and turn on people? As soon as I've finished having a conversation with somebody on Messenger or whatever, I delete it.
The Black Lives Matter thing, she clapped. She put a story. And I wrote, I usually don't click on links. What is it about? She said, my brother Trey, who died in law enforcement violence 9 years ago, said, I'm so very sorry. How absolutely heartbreaking. No worries. I'm so fucking proud to be your friend subscriber because you're bravely speaking out about this insanity. Yes, he was very handsome and a talented artist. I said, I'm so upset about all this. I'm going to continue speaking out. Rest in peace, Trey. Love you, Lori, even if we've never met in person. I love
you. Only spoke out about Black Lives Matter because it was a trending topic and you went live hoping to get more subscribers, same as you did, I don't know if it's the same time, with George Floyd. You went live because you knew it would get you attention. And then, as is always the case, your life spiraled into the toilet and you were talking about Donald Trump shaking piss off the end of his dick and the Queen wiping her ass, and Helen walked into that thinking you were standing up for a black man and you were being an arse, and she went, oh right, and walked out again, and you lost your shit over it. And then to prove how little you actually cared about George Floyd, and to prove how little you actually cared about Brooke, you wished that I was on the floor with a police officer's knee on my neck, and you wished a pit bull ripped my face off. And you wonder why people don't like you.
Love you too. We're kindred spirits. July 2nd. Hi, Lori. I live in Chandler. I'm looking for a fun place to escape to for 4th of July from 7/3 to 7/5. Would you be interested in visiting me? If I drove down to meet you and stayed in a hotel or Airbnb, I'd love to finally meet you in person. I wrote, are you kidding? Abso-fucking-lutely. I gave her my number. Never heard back. I said, you're only an hour and a half from me. I would meet you halfway. It would be a nice reason for me to get out of the house, drive somewhere. Still never heard back. Then I wrote, I don't understand. Did you want to try and meet or not? You haven't texted me. I'm completely confused. And then she texted me. So that's the end of this Instagram. Then she wrote on my Instagram that I'm a piece of shit, I don't even know how to pronounce it, misogynistic, and a racist. You are a racist, POS. Then today, when her candidate won, she sends me the black eye crying. Okay, is that supposed to tug at my heartstrings? It doesn't. Then another one from the Perez Hilton, New York Sun, Saturday afternoon. Then another one from some filthy guy. Biden-Harris, baby. Democracy works, hunty. Then another one of a black woman crying over looking up at Biden. Ooh. And I wrote, then you should be why are you sending this to me? Why is she sending this to me? I'm one person whose vote didn't even count because it hasn't been processed yet. And I wrote, then you should be very happy and not give a shit what is going on with me, just like I don't give a shit what's going on with you. Concentrate on your family. Geez, do you think I watch the news? Okay. Instead of being so angry with me, be happy that your candidate...
Oh, what was the bit that you stopped reading and didn't read? See, that's where the truth lies, in what you don't share. Someone's put, Oregon has been doing mail-in ballots for 20 years. It's a beautiful thing. So many people are housebound, Laurie. She didn't give a fuck, Karen. She didn't care. Apparently, that young lady who's just had her leg amputated needs to stick a hook in it and walk. She's vile. She's... I can't compute how people can sit and watch her and then say, oh yeah, those haters on the gossip site, they're terrible. What's she then?
One, this is a good day for you. At least I would think it would. And I said, I know you will keep reading this and keep watching me because I matter to you, and you don't have any self-control to block me or block yourself from watching me and talking about me. I'm only sad that you showed your true colors. I would have rather gone along thinking you were a good person this whole time. Never hear back. Then she says, I think you meant to say Biden won, not one. W-O-N. So I said, I've done nothing to you. Yes, I'm voice texting. Obviously, I know the difference. That's a tactic many use. Why so angry? What have I done to you? Yes, Lori, you're the good person between us both. Laughing face. I said, tell me what I've done to you. I have literally been nice to you. I've never said a bad thing to you or about your family. I've given you my Sensi party in the past. Like, what have I done to you?
I've given you a Sensi party. Yeah, do you do that just so you can throw it back in their faces?
I'm not going onto your social media and slamming you. I didn't call you names. You can't tell me what I've done to you because I've done nothing. Tell me what I've done to you so that I can genuinely apologize. You can't possibly feel good about being this way to me. Still, I go on. I was concerned about your mother. Was that a lie? And you're angry with me because of my political views that I posted on my own social media? And I said, and I will never insult you because I always liked you, or at least liked to the person I thought you were, the person you pretended to be. Guess I'm just a little bit of shock. Not gonna lie, I'm disappointed. I thought we were friends. And you still can't tell me what I've done to you. I already told you, you are a racist, misogynistic, POS. You clearly care way more about you.
You're so clever and you can't pronounce misogynistic. You were a executive assistant and did orienteering.
Yourself than others. If you can't see that your open support of DT isn't a problem, then I am not your friend.
Oh yeah, show it now. Don't show what you wrote.
An oral history of Trump's bigotry. From who? It's an article, so this is an article. This wasn't a relationship, please. By the way, my race has nothing to do with why I'm disgusted by racism. I actually care about people regardless of their race. You don't understand that. Hi, my love of crafts. So you care about me then, right? I said, I don't care about your political views or if you're racist or whatever. What did I do to you? You don't need to send me things about Trump. I am very well educated. You still won't answer the question. I am disgusted by racism as well. She said, you sound like Germans that likely called themselves good people who supported Hitler. And I didn't get that he was a racist. So she then goes on to say to me, Carolyn, I don't want to see a picture of the sun from the boat. Sorry. You sound like Germans that likely called themselves good people who supported Hitler and didn't get that he was a racist. Tell your Jewish ancestors who were murdered why you support Donald Trump. I'm sure they'd understand. All my friends who are Jewish voted for Trump. I said, you were literally attacking me because of who I voted for.
You just don't get it, do you? You're not hearing what she's saying at all. All my Jewish friends voted for Trump. Yeah. Which bit of... thick as fucking shit. Dense. There's nothing in that head, is there? That huge head. Reread what she wrote to you. All my Jewish friends voted for Trump.
She says, I don't hate you. I realized you were not who I thought you were when you openly supported. Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? I said, funny thing is, my vote didn't even get processed. I could never determine what someone is simply based on who they vote for. All the issues that mattered to me before matter to me now and always will. I'm still the same person. I have voted Republican many times and Democrat many times, but for you to come onto my social media, call me a racist is just terrible of you. Shame, shame on you. I would never do that to you. All my Jewish friends are voting for Trump. I am the same person that I always was, and you...
Like all the nice German people voted for Adolf Hitler. Do you get it now? She doesn't understand because it doesn't affect her. Isn't that always the same? I've said that all the time. Nobody gives a fuck about anybody else's problems until they have the same problems. And then it matters to them.
Know that. So if I have never said anything, you would still like me. I could have done that. I could have kept my mouth quiet, but I didn't. I chose to share my thoughts. I am open and honest. And I have many Democratic friends that are still my friends and have not done to me what you are doing to me. She writes, but that's the thing. You absolutely can judge a person by who they want in charge of the entire diverse country. Who hurt you in life that made you supportive of a person who clearly puts himself before women, children, minorities, Muslims, etc.? I'm betting you have been in an abusive relationship and don't think who he is and what he's done is wrong. Either that or you've been the abuser. I said, okay, I have nothing more to say. I wish no harm to you. Please just move on. Leave me alone. Why do you like Donald? Because you think he'll help you make more money? That's what it sounds like to me. That's selfish and fucked up. So many people are housebound. Get off my channel. That's not true. You're talking about not mail-in ballots. You're talking about absentee ballots. Get your facts straight, Karen with no face. So many people are housebound. Are they bedbound too without a leg? So I wrote, frankly, it's none of your business why I like him or why I voted for him. Rather, never said I like him. It's just none of your business. Don't you have some friends that you could talk to about this rather than me? You're not going to change my mind. In your mind, your candidate won. And I kept it O-N-E.
Oh, because you're such a child.
I am politely asking you to leave me alone. She said, block me. Block me. I said, I don't want to block you. And don't tell me what to do. I want you to leave me alone. This is bordering on harassment. And then she put a smiley face. I wrote, love, racist Lori. Mandy, did you leave a donation? I didn't see. Where?
No.
PayPal?
No, on here.
I'll
Super
take a look.
chat.
Thank you. I'll write you a thank you note. Oregon has been doing mail-in ballots for 20 years. This is all this woman can come up with. It is a beautiful thing. I know. Isn't this whole thing so beautiful? Do you really, Oregon Karen, do you really think I'm upset that Biden won?
Yeah. Sort of sounds that way.
Do you think I'm upset that Biden won? Do you watch any other news except CNN? Karen, who all she can scrounge from her little teeny pea brain is that it's a beautiful thing because so many people are housebound. If you're housebound, don't vote. Don't vote. To me, only in extenuating circumstances should you not get up and go to the polls and vote. You take your one leg, You put it in a wheelchair and somebody fucking rolls you to the polls and you vote.
You really are vile, aren't you?
Get in your fucking wheelchair, Sue, with your one leg and vote. Karen in Oregon.
Why is she so against postal votes? What is her actual problem?
It's a beautiful thing. Oh my God, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. I might have to pick my nose and eat it.
Honestly, you're such a child.
Oh, here's another one. Oregon only has mail-in. Oregon doesn't count. No, Oregon's not even on the map. Who gives a shit about Oregon? Oregon's not a state that swings any which way. Stay in Oregon with your trees or whatever you have there and stick to your little mail-in ballots. You probably still have dial-up. Stay with what you know. It's worked just fine until it doesn't work, right? So nothing's wrong. It's worked just fine. Wow. Okay. I don't know what Chaz is. Don't be using acronyms with me, Irma. You know how I loathe that. You sound stupid, Cozy Comfort. If you're from Oregon too, two people from Oregon on here. I don't like Oregon. I don't like Oregon people. Lolly, we don't like Oregon people.
She really is just a nasty, horrible person, isn't she? No redeeming features whatsoever. And these
Lindsay, I didn't think you were from Oregon, but the two people from Oregon that said that just, I have no words for you. I just have no words. If you're complacent, okay. And did you move? Do you still live in New York? Or did you leave the city and still vote Democratic? Hate the city, but up and left.
Well, you would up and leave if you didn't like it, wouldn't you? What point are you making?
Wait, oh, this is all Lindsay's fault? Okay, Lindsay, we can't tell, I can't tell sarcasm, but I got it.
Because you're stupid.
I'm having trouble with you tonight. I need to give you a spanking. So, yeah. Okay, I want to hear from these Oregon people that thought that they had the answer. Anyone who's here's the thing, you guys. So who is supposed to? Okay, somebody said this, because this I don't know. Someone just wrote that since when does the media announce who won? Well, who usually does? One has to concede, right? I mean, it appears that Biden has won by a landslide. A landslide. Is anybody using their head about this? Well, thank God we have Trump, because he will not concede.
Because he's not.
In August, I knew this was going to happen. I had spoken, my uneducated, little unpolitical self.
Really, really, really important question. Couldn't wait.
I don't know where people got that idea. Like, I might be new to the other side for several years, but I've always voted Republican. I hate to tell you this. You guys, I can tell you every single person I voted for when I started voting. Who's the first one? I voted for Reagan. Wasn't he Republican? I voted for Reagan.
He was an actor.
I voted for who after Reagan, and I
see, this is where in the UK you don't have a problem, because it's like, who did you vote for? Labour. Who did you vote for? Conservative. End of story. And our Conservatives, nothing like your Conservatives. It's completely different.
I loved the Reagan era. I voted for Bush Sr., okay? Then, so he was 8 years. Then when it was Bush Jr. next? Who was after Bush Sr.? I voted for Bush Sr. Clinton. I voted for the second time, not the first. I forget who he was running with. So I voted for Clinton when who did Clinton run against? Okay, I didn't vote for Bill Clinton.
You just said you did.
So it was Bush Sr. I voted for. Then who was next? Who was the running?
Aren't you supposed to be able to roll them all off your tongue? From the start to the finish. Isn't that embedded in every American who was president? Who's the 44th president? You're supposed to snap back. Obama or whatever.
Don't tell me who won. I know who ended up being president. But after Bush Sr. for 4 years or 8 years? I did not vote for Clinton. I know that because I got in a fight with my father over it, because my father was a bleeding heart liberal, always. Clinton for 8 years. So who did he run against his second term? Bob Dole. Yeah, the guy who held the pen. I voted for Clinton. See, I remember, because he was paralyzed. But I still liked him. But I voted for Clinton, even though he had come on the woman's dress. I didn't care. After Clinton, I didn't vote. No, then I didn't. Wait. Ooh, I didn't vote that year. I didn't vote Bush Jr. because I didn't like Al Gore or Bush Jr. And I didn't vote Trump Hillary. In fact, I don't even know. Oh, and I voted, Obama. Then I voted Obama because I didn't want McCain, because I couldn't stand Bush Jr. Ugh, he was cute though, but I couldn't stand him. And I did not want Republican. And I didn't want John McCain or Sarah Palin. Hated. Okay? And
Was she the most hated woman in America after Laurie, Sarah Palin? I remember not. I There was nobody that said anything good about Sarah Palin at all.
Then, so I voted Obama and he won. And then there was Trump, Hillary, and I voted not. I didn't vote. And now I voted. So do you see? Yeah, we already went through all that. Now I'm a registered Republican. Also, you have to know where you are in your life. Like, I was in my early 40s with Bush. Junior. And I was in a totally different part of my life. Also, my mother was always Democrat. And I thought she was going to be voting for Hillary because that's why she didn't vote for someone so that Hillary would run for whatever. She wanted Hillary. So then when it was, and Hillary didn't get in that first time, then when she ran against Trump, I was like, oh, are you voting for Hillary? And I was not into that particular election. She's like, no, the Clintons are this and that. And she was totally for Trump. And I had to say to her, she would try to talk to me about it, and I couldn't talk to her about it. Say, I don't want to talk politics. I don't want to talk about it. Could not. And for 4 years, I didn't talk to my mother about politics. I was like, but I never said I hated Trump. I never said that. And she even commented, she's like, you never say that you hate Trump. So I said, I don't hate, but I just didn't like him. I didn't agree with anything. Maybe I am moderate. I mean, I just put down Republican.
Moderate. You're not
but
moderate
I'm honestly,
in anything.
I'm open to change. I really vote candidate. That's what it is. But I just put down Republican so I'd be registered as that. But I vote candidate. Yeah, Lolly. And I really, really, really like having a president that is not a politician. I have really enjoyed having a president that's not a politician. And I have to say, I loved The Apprentice. I loved The Apprentice when it was on. I liked him a lot. I thought he was a great businessman. I loved his philosophy on business. How do you get rich? Do what you love. He was a no bones, but like a little bit elitist. You know, had made something of himself. I don't know. I liked him.
Am I losing the plot? Or did Ivana Trump die? Seem to remember she fell down the stairs or something. I could totally be making that up, but I'm going to have to look it up when this is finished.
I liked the show until then it got too much. Just like I used to watch Dancing with the Stars. I used to watch The Bachelor. I'm not interested in any of those shows anymore. So I stopped watching The Apprentice, but I really liked it and I liked him. I was like, oh, I really like him. So there, has that gotten to anybody? Maybe twist the knife a little bit more. Ling, are you still on? What did you guys say? I didn't even read when I was reading my texts from her. see. Okay, let them report me for my hate and racism. I get reported all the time.
Is that something to be proud of?
I hate the gloating as well. Oh, and then we've got the Oregon people. I don't really care. I don't really care if they report me, to be honest. What do you think of AOC? I don't know what that means, saying that she wants a list of people's names that supported Trump. I don't know who AOC is. You watched every episode of The Apprentice. I don't know how you get rid of career politicians. ALC, AOC. I don't know who that is. You think I'm afraid of the gossip people? I still don't know who that is. I don't know every single thing. I am not a huge politico. I know
everything about everything. You don't need to tell me anything because I know it all. Isn't that your line?
Want to be. Oh, term limits for Congress. Yeah. I don't want to. I just want to know a little bit, not enough. At least I know more than Trisha Paytas, who voted for Biden. But now everyone that voted for Biden will think that Trisha is really a great person when she had no idea. She just voted for probably whoever her boyfriend told her to vote for. So weird. When I moved here, I didn't think about the election, but I was not a Trump supporter. It just changed with the COVID thing. Oh. Well, Leanne, like, people need to have respect on my social media, right? Come onto my social media with respect, treat me with respect, and you'll get niceness back. Not kiss ass, niceness. You see this bracelet that I made? How much do you guys love this?
No.
This is such a great chain. Makes a good sound, right? I'm into silver. This is really nice soft leather too. I have strips.
Yeah, I'd really want you to make me a bracelet after you've picked your nose.
All right, I'm going to get off, you guys.
Please do.
Irma, you're such a delicate fucking flower. That wouldn't work on my tiny little wrist. You're right, it wouldn't. It would be like this. We would have to clasp it right here. This is Irma's wrist. It's like a baby. It would overwhelm you, but I just love it. Look. And I finish it really nice on the back. Right there. Glue it down.
Oh, yeah, that's finished really nice.
But I can make smaller ones. I just have to get the right chain.
Sorry, there's that weirdy looking fish or sea urchin thing that's got a face like that. It's just a big blob with a mouth. I don't know what it is, but that pose right there reminds me of it. Oh, don't play me up now.
Thank you. Makes a good sound. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get off. Pom Pom Wanger is asleep. I've been called a racist.
Give it up.
And other horrible things. By yet another angry black woman. I'm scared of the gossip bakery, the gossip hags. Where'd your husband go? No, the cuffs do not come without the hammer effect. But this one is I did a light, only because, and then just the edges, the ends. So this is like, you can't even see the hammer, because it will help scratch.
Show the hammer that you use to make those bangles. Show how you cut the metal to the right length. Show what you bend it around and hammer it on. You fucking can't, can you? Because you didn't make them.
Scratches. Otherwise, when it's so smooth, it's gonna look dinged up real. And also it adds a little bit more of a sparkle. Oh, nice. Myrtle Beach. And I'm getting gold strips in and gonna make some more gold. You guys, this isn't like you buy a strip and you just take it and bend it into a circle. There's a lot more to it. You have to know about half hard wire because it toughens over time. You have to have certain tools. You have to have the mandrel.
Show it. Show all the stuff that you use to make them bangles that you don't fucking make. Show it.
Mandel. I think that's what it's called. I have a wooden one instead of metal, so it doesn't scratch. It's a big triangle thing. Then I have certain hammers.
Where?
I have a block.
Have you ever seen any of this shit when she shows her little box of shite that she says she uses to make jewellery? She never has a large amount of beads to make the beaded bracelets. She never has all the fucking bits and bobs you need to make jewellery. She's just got this shitty little Tupperware tub full of odds and ends that she adds to other jewellery that she fucking buys. And then she lies through her teeth and says she made it.
A polishing cloth, things like that. Thank you, my love of crafts. And then, just making the ends flat. It's something that I've learned. And then I have these things that shape it afterwards.
What things?
And you'd think that this was really, like, it's sterling silver, really inexpensive. Just, it's not. You don't make a lot of money on these. I'm making like $5, but I like it because I've always wanted to get into silver, like, not silversmithing, soldering. I know my love of crafts.
You're not doing any soldering though, are you? What have you ever soldered? Nothing.
I answered that already, right? I have made rings. I've done wire wrapping rings. Yeah, maybe I guess I could do that. But I'd have to get a teeny little ring for you. I don't know. I'm more of a bracelet person, but I would love some silver rings. And I want to make the kind that you don't need to solder. I don't want to have to buy solder and do the whole thing with the flame. I know I'll set something on fire. I just know I will.
Yeah, this is the woman who couldn't light a fire in her 2-bed apartment, nearly blew her hair off.
I have wanted to learn to do that for years. But right now this is better. Oh, and I have a new way of making a bangle without soldering. Like a full bangle. But I haven't done it yet.
No, of course you haven't.
Why do I have the air conditioning on? How hot is it? 61. I think I can open the door and turn off the AC. Oh my God, listen to this. So tomorrow's going to be sunny and 70.
Woohoo.
I'm not making the bangles for a while because it requires an extra piece, a tube that you basically take and fit over this part, and so the two ends go in, and then you have to crimp. So do I have it? I don't know. I think I'd need to get a special crimping tool. I'd have to buy the tubes. So yeah, that.
Who actually believes that? Does anyone believe that?
I probably won't be doing that. So tomorrow is going to be 70 and sunny. Well, I'll just show you. Look at all the sun. First of all, look at all the sun. Is this backwards for you or rightwards? Perfect weather. Oh my God, except for Monday. So that means tomorrow I'm going to be a hurting person. So let's see, 63, 68, 72, 72, 73,
We've
79,
just
81.
Seen it.
God, I love the weather. I freaking love the
Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. I don't want to be reconnected. Hooray! We got to the end. And if you made it through all 5 parts, you deserve a chocolate womble. If I ever find one, I will send it to you. Thank you very much if you made it to the end with me, and I will catch you in the next one.